Next source is defunct seams. Old defunct seams, they are usually broken to extract some of the minerals like gold, silica and other thing. And usually these old defunct seams are sent to developing countries like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh for cheap labor and demand for scrap. And when they are broken to ships, they are exposed to heavy metals. Next source is hazardous waste. So waste producing from pesticides, rubber, dyes. They are also not only harmful to human beings, and they are also very highly corrosive and inflammable. And waste from hospitals, they carry large number of pathogens and pathogen carriers. And next one is electronic wastes. Electronic waste. So what are electronic wastes? Electronic wastes are generally they are irreparable computers, irreparable mobiles and other electronic gadgets, and all of them are collectively known as e-wastes. And e-wastes also they send to developing countries like India, China and Pakistan for extraction of various minerals. And they are also exposed to, in such cases also, large number of heavy metals or toxic substances exposed to workers. And usually developed countries, they enforced a strict environmental laws in 1986. That's why the cost of handling and treating of electronic waste are very high. So that's why they are sending to developing countries like India, China and Pakistan. And the scientific method of treating and handling of electronic waste, that is known as avionics. So these are the various sources for solid waste. So how to control solid waste? Control of solid waste particles or solid waste materials. How to control it? So control, generally, firstly they are collected and categorized. Categorization of solid particles should be done. And the solid waste particles are, there are three different types. Some of them are recycling, and some of them are biodegradable, and some of them are non-degradable. Some of them are degradable and some of them are non-degradable. And the control of solid waste, it can achieve by 4 methods. What are the 4 methods? Recycling and reuse, and second one is reduction in sources, and third one is burning, and last one is dumping. So these are the 4 important methods to reduce the solid waste materials. First one is recycling and reuse. Generally it is carried out with the help of rag pickers. And rag pickers, generally some of the articles they are picked like cans, tins and other articles. And these other articles, paper, broken paper, tearing paper, broken wood, all these particles are picked by rag pickers. And these particles again should be reused. For example, broken glass is used to make new glass, and broken cardboard is used to make new cardboard, like that. Next, reduction in sources. General solid waste materials are there taken out from urban areas, and they are used for the formation of biogas. They are used for formation of biogas, or they are used for production of manure, or they are used for production of other biopesticides. And next one is burning. So what is burning? It is combustion. It is combustion of solid waste materials in open places. But however, they produce offensive odors, and they also produce large number of air pollutants. But the better methods for burning, they are incineration and pyrolysis. First, incineration. What is incineration? It controls or it prevents the aerobic burning, aerobic combustion inside the chambers. Inside the chambers at 900 to 1300 degrees Celsius. And here the incinerators, they are fitted with scrubbers and electrostatic precipitator. They reduce the release of some of the air pollutants or toxic substances. And second method is that is known as pyrolysis. Pyrolysis, and it also prevents the combustion of solid particles inside the chamber at 1650 degrees Celsius. They also release some of the useful substances like industrial gas and other useful substances. So they reduce the open combustion of solid substances. This is the one method. And last one is dumping. What is dumping? It is piling of waste materials. It is piling of waste materials at selected low-lying land. At selected low-lying land. And dumping is of two types: open dumping and sanitary. First one is open dumping. So open dumping, generally it is piling of solid waste materials in open selected low-lying land, and they are gradually burned to reduce the amount of solid waste particles. And second one is sanitary dumping. And dumping is also called landfilling. It is also called landfilling. And second one is sanitary dumping. What is sanitary dumping? It is the covering of solid waste materials in a layer of earth. So it is a covering of. Here covering is absent. Non-covered area. Yes, covering. The solid waste materials are covered in a layer of earth, that is called sanitary dumping or sanitary landfill. So these are some of the methods to control the reduction of solid waste materials. If large number of solid materials are piled, then they cause the undesirable changes in natural resources like water, air and other important natural resources. And here also there is a case study for remedy of solid waste materials. Hamad Khan is a polythene sack manufacturer in Bangalore since 1986. He collected polythene and they are converted into sacks. But he was realized that the conversion of polythene into sacks, that is not the real solution to reduce the polythene. Then he produced a fine powder from modified polythene, that is known as polyblend. That mixed powder is known as polyblend. And polyblend with the help of with collaboration of RV College of Engineering and Municipal Corporation of Bangalore. Then polyblend mixed with bitumen. Polythene, if the mixture of polyblend and bitumen, it is carpeted and road, then it increase the life of roads. And in 2002 he carpeted this mixture up to 40 kilometers in Bangalore, and in 2012 he covered 1400 kilometers road in Bangalore with the mixture of polyblend and bitumen. And usually rank pickers, they obtain 0.6 paisa for 1 kg of polythene. But from Ahmed Khan, they obtain 6 rupees from 1 kg of polythene. So ultimately the polythene is converted into a fine powder, that is called polyblend, and polyblend mixed with bitumen, and this mix, when it is carpeted and road, it increases the life of road. So this is one of the case study to remedy to reduce the organic waste or particularly polythene. And next topic is radioactive wastes. radioactive wastes. So waste materials which release radioactivity from nuclides of their elements, that is called radioactive waste. And a small amount of radioactivity present in large number of products. For example, polonium present in tobacco. So depending upon the amount of radioactivity, the radioactive waste they are classified into three types: low level radiation, medium level radiation, and high level radiation. First one is low level radiation, and the radiation very excessive, extremely low amount of radiation enter into coolant waters, which is used in atomic reactors. Then they do not release heat. And low level radiation usually released by testing centers, testing laboratories, and radiation center for inducing mutations. They do not cause harm to human beings and other animals. Next, medium level, and this much of radiation also they do not harm to humans or other animals. They do not release any heat and other temperature. But if they do not dumped properly, they can kill vegetation and also cause severe problems in both humans and other animals. Now, high level of radiation. So large amount of radiation released due to accidental leakage of atomic reactors. Example, 3 Mile Island. Best example, 3 Mile Island is located Chernobyl. It released high amount of radiation, and a small amount of high level of radiation when exposed for short duration, if it is exposed to human being, then it causes very different disorders or discomforts in human beings. So depending upon the amount of radioactivity, there are three types: low level radiation, medium level radiation, and high level radiation. So these are some of the radioactive waste materials.